Alright, I'm gonna. Alright, this is probably working correctly. I'm not gonna test it anymore because I'm tired. I'm just gonna record my first. Well, I'm architect. You already know me. I've always wanted to play this game on, like, show it to people. I have. I have played this game before many times, and I really like it. I think it's a 10 out of 10 game, or I don't know, maybe not a 10 out of 10 game, but it's pretty damn near. Um, this is the Ryan Reynolds face. It's a good face. Receding hairline also sort of fits Ryan Reynolds, but I'm just gonna stick to something a bit more. This game kind of has really good graphics, but at the same time, really bad graphics. It's hard to tell. It's like realistically bad graphics. Dark purple. Purple's good. Now for the best intro in the history of gaming.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat
And cold.
and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. age of fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Right. Best intro ever made. And it keeps on going.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate. This is your fate.
Gonna take a sip of water. Don't mind the slurping. Oh, nice cold water. Alright. So I was intending to, I was working on a project, doing a full review for an old sci-fi trilogy of games. They have a pretty decent perspective on it, but at the moment I'm struggling a bit with the recording or the creation of something creative, so I decided to just record myself. Games are probably some of the most interesting games to see people play. Maybe less interesting than Elden Ring. I'd like to record Elden Ring as well at some point. But yeah, not particularly great at the game. Not fighting characters. I only played this game once without any mods, but every other time I play this game, I've always used some mods. Particularly the one that is most obvious is going to be the what is it called? It's the mod that lets you warp early on in the game and kind of fixes up the menus a little bit, makes it a bit more accessible to get to things in the game instead of like the extreme jankiness that was the Dark Souls Remastered. But yeah.
Oh, you're no Hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you. Now I would hate and...
Not a very important character, but he's us. Represents failure. Quest of dead. So many have failed. It's insane. You're gonna hear me say fuck Gordon a lot. It's because I know the ending of the trilogy. And this is probably my favorite story that I've played. Maybe my second favorite. I really like the Prince of Persia. Yeah, it's daring, it's dark, it's esoteric. Sick. You'll see why. Come on. Nora! No, I'm playing for fuck this. Oh, god damn it. So yeah, this is a modded playthrough, and you know, all things said and done, you don't have to try it with the mods, but if you were like me and you were very hesitant to play this game because of how, you know, inaccessible it is, I would highly recommend you mod some things in the game, such as the parry frames, dodge frames, maybe extra information on the HUD, anything that's not necessarily going to break the game or the mechanics. It still allows you to use the mechanics as they are, but it's just going to make your experience a bit more, say, easy, or call it whatever. If you need something like this to play the game, play it.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords, Lordran.
Dran. Well, this was just going to be a little test run. See if this how I've performed in the video and decide whether I'm going to release it or not. Could be just a review of the entry to the game. I just like the intro of this game so much. I just so catchy. Goodness.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all. What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it. Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
This guy's already died multiple times.
Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions.
That's the end of this level. We get this item here, and the journey begins. Alright, and level up dexterity so that when we get the claymore, we can use it right away. And then it's gonna be strength from now on. And yeah, that's it. Good day.